Oops. All right, guys. Go. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. All right. Hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday. Sounds kind of weird, right? And I am here live April 23rd. Our internet provider was supposed to be doing some kind of upgrade. I'm not sure if they did it or not. I don't know if I have super fast internet now or if it's supposed to happen tonight, but I didn't want the chance of not having internet yesterday. So I am here. Let's see. Can you hear me? Hopefully. And let's give it just a little second. All right, guys. So when I'm here on Facebook or YouTube, it's time for Paper Crafting Fun. So if you're new to the channel, I am Jennifer. I am a independent Step It Up demonstrator in Yuma, Arizona. And today I'm going to be showing you guys a fun fold card. So I do have some measurements for it, but tomorrow I'm going to send out a email with all the measurements and stuff. So if you guys want to duplicate it, you can. All right, so let's get started. If you're here and you're watching me, please say hi. I love to see who's here. So let me show you the card that we're going to be making. Let's see. There we go. Also today, if you're watching this live, free shipping. It starts today with Stepping Up for orders of $75 or more. I just sent out an email about it. So if you're on my email list, I've given you all the info on it. And if you're not in my email list, then you should be. So you can go to jleacrafts.com and get on my email list. Okay, so here is the card that we're going to be making today. There's this guy, and it's a fun fold card. I'm going to say it's an easy card, but yeah, we'll see. We'll play with it, right? Okay. We are going to be using this stamp set, Hugs for Love, and we're going to be using this punch, which is To the Point label. And there's also this stamp set that coordinates with it. I think this one is still available, but the one we're going to be using today is not available, but whatever you have in your stash, right, will work. We're also going to be using the this ribbon, which is very thin, and sometimes I don't know what to do with thin ribbon, so I'm going to show you some ideas for that. Okay, so let's get started. Good morning, Mom. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so we're going to be using, let's see, we are going to be using Balmy Blue cardstock. Okay, and oops, let me scoot these over. Okay. Also, I wanted to say with free shipping, so if you're watching this live again, which is April 23rd, 2025, cardstock is going to be going up in price with the new catalog that starts next month. So if you want to save a little bit, stock up on cardstock, because we use cardstock for everything, right? All of our paper crafting fun. So you get to save a little on your product and you get free shipping. So win-win. Okay, so we are starting with our card base. That is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, which is just your cardstock cut in half the long ways. And then, let me get my trimmer out. We have it scored at 5 1/4, right? So it's half. So let's take our bone folder and put a nice fold on that. Now, we are going to take the front of our card and we're going to cut off 1.5 inches. I'm pretty sure it's 1.5 inches. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to cut off 1.5 inches. Like, there we go. Like so. Okay. Put that off to the side. Now, we're going to take our designer series paper, and we are using the beautiful Bokeh paper, which is this guy right here, the back side, and we're cutting it. It is 4 by 6, okay, and then we're going to score it at 4 inches. So I already got the score line there. So we're going to score it at 4 inches. And you don't want to press too hard on designer series paper because it will it'll tear it just a smidge. So you just have to go over it lightly. So, and I do have a bone folder sitting right here, but sometimes your nails work just as good. Okay. And then what are we going to do? So we are going to take this guy and put it on the inside of our card like so. And this is going to become a flap, right? Because we're going to build the front of the card off of this guy right here. All right. So let's get our seal. We're going to put this guy down like so. Okay. And then we have another piece of designer series paper. So I just picked what I liked, and we're going to go with this guy. Yeah. And this is 4 by 3, so it's almost a square, but not. Is it? It is not. It is 3 3/4 by 4. So you definitely want to make sure that you put it on the right way, right? Because it's pretty close. So we're going to put this guy on. Like so. All right. And then we have, yeah, this will work. Okay. I've got a piece that's going to go on the front like this. And nope, that's the inside. That's going to go like this. What is this piece? Well, let's cut a piece. All right. So, did I forget that piece? All right. So this guy is 3.5 by 4 3/4, which is this one. But we need a piece that's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So let's do 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And that will be our front piece. All right. Now maybe that's the last time we need our trimmer. We'll see. There we go. Okay. But before we attach this, we're going to do some stamping. So I am taking this stamp. You guys see that? Oops. There you go. It's like a heart within a heart. And we're going to stamp this guy with Balmy Blue. Like so. And we are going to stamp it kind of randomly. But I know a little section is going to be covered because of the punch we're using, right? So the sentiment's going to be. So I'm just kind of filling in here. There we go. Like that. Because I know the sentiment is going to go right about there. So that works. So let's stamp that. So this is just a scrap piece of paper, not a basic white. It's just a scrap piece of basic white cardstock is what it actually is. And we're going to use this stamp right here. So it's like the outline of the punch. So we're going to stamp this guy, and then we're going to stamp the greeting on the inside. And I'm choosing to do sending you a big hug. So there's this one. And then we're going to punch it out. So now you could make this card with any punch, stamping, sentiment, anything you wanted, right? It's just a great fun fold. Okay, so we're going to attach the Bobby Blue to the basic white, and then we're going to add some ribbon to it. And I'm just using my seal, my Stampin' Seal, so whatever adhesive is that's your favorite to use, that's how you're going to attach it. Okay, and then we're going to take some ribbon, and sometimes I have a hard time knowing what to do with thin ribbon, but I know we're going to wrap it around twice just to make it a little bolder. And then I'm going to tie a bow. And sometimes I find it easier to tie a bow when your tails are longer. I know maybe you might be wasted a little bit more, but the bow is going to come out a little bit better. Like so. And then we're going to use our ribbon scissors, and then I'm going to trim it later, but I am going to use a glue dot, and I'm going to stick it right underneath. You see the glue dot is going to be right underneath the knot of the bow, like so. Okay, let's see. And then we're going to attach this guy to the front flap here. And that is the front of our card. So we're only going to put adhesive right here. So you definitely want to make sure you don't go too far, because then you won't be able to open your card. Right? So that's going to go there. I am going to use dimensionals to pop this sentiment up, because of course you need a little pop. So how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having fun on this Wednesday. Did you have a good Easter? Hope so. I had a very relaxing Easter. And this year, my birthday fell on right by Easter, so every once in a while, right? My birthday falls on or near Easter. Sometimes it's really far away, but it's just the way the calendar works, right? Okay, so that is the front of our card. We are going to add a little bit of bling to it, but let's do the inside of the card now. So let's do, where did we stamp that go? There it is. It is, we're going to use just another heart that comes in here. And I'm going to ink it up with some Bobby Blue. So it's not really a monochromatic card, but we are only using one ink color. We're going to stamp this guy on the inside. And then we're going to put that in, and then our card is like done. Let's see. Let's bring that back down. We'll go like this. And then, oh, I am going to trim these guys off a little bit. There we go. And let's add some more hearts to it, because of course, why wouldn't you? We're going to, we have these little guys here, and Just going to add these guys like so. Oops. I think my word for today will be random. We're just going to add them randomly. All right. So there is our card, our fun fold card. And like I said, make sure you are signed up for my email. And tomorrow I am sending out an email with the recipe card with all the measurements and stuff. So I hope you like this card. Oh, for a second, I thought my heart was upside down, but it's not. And I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you could like this video, that helps me out a lot. And if you're subscribed, right, like and subscribe. And then I will be here on Tuesday, the regular time, regular day next week. So, all right, everybody, you guys have some paper crafting fun today, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.